Hey gang, welcome to Chapter 9 of the Crucible Chronicles. Unlike previous chapters, in this one we're going to be playing random decks from our collection each episode. So let's go ahead and hop over and take a look at our collection and get our first deck. Alright, so I've done a quick export of all of my decks from Decks of KeyForge. Special note with this, I actually have a lot more decks than this, but I recently did a little bit of a lean forging. I'm trying to get down to 30 decks. So I think this represents the 30 decks that I'm currently down to. Might still be getting rid of some more of these. But I figured it would be good to start with, at this point, just assuming I only have these 30 decks, despite the fact that I have actually more decks physically here. I'm just trying to see if this selection of decks is going to be kind of interesting for me. So yeah, I've got them all listed here. I put SAS ratings for no real reason, and then they're otherwise just sorted in alphabetical order. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a deck. So we're going to do a random number between 2 and 31, 1 being the name field and 31 being the last one. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got 17. Ooh, would you look at that? Nebula the Chaotically Destructive. I actually played this quite a bit on stream yesterday, so I'm looking forward to getting another game with it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the deck really quick, then we'll get into the game. All right, so this is Nebula, the Chaotically Destructive. This is actually one that I opened pretty recently. It's from a box of AOA that I'm running a little kind of longish form tournament out of. And this deck has actually been quite a bit of fun to play. It pretty much does what the name implies. It's chaotically destructive, which for those of you who don't know is basically my play style. If I can just have stuff that kills everything, including all my hard-earned creatures, I love it. So this deck has a Hysteria double unlocked gateway, which is pretty potent. It does have 2 Flotsam spikes. So if there are no friendly creatures in play, destroy each creature not on a flank. And then one other really cool thing with Mars, well, another cool combo that maybe we'll try and hit, is it's got the Uxix Zookeeper, which allows you to reap, basically archive an enemy creature, which is super cool. And then it also has the Brainstem Antenna, which is an upgrade. So after you play a Mars creature, ready this creature, and for the remainder of the turn, it belongs to House Mars. So if you can find a way to bank a bunch of the Mars creatures, and then toss down the Zookeeper, you can reap 4 or 5 times with the Zookeeper and just archive a bunch of your opponent's line, which is really fun. It does help towards that end that there's an invasion portal, which essentially allows us to mill our deck until we find a Mars creature. We'll always be able to get one more Mars creature unless we're out. Then there is also a Library of the Damned, which allows us to archive cards on this turn. So I usually like to try and get that down early, although that's nice to have down early. The invasion portal is nice to have down before the turn that I want to use the Zookeeper. And then the Guard Disguise, which is a rare artifact. Sacrifice Guard Disguise if your opponent has 3 Ember or fewer, steal 3 Ember. So that's pretty cool. Last thing aside from that is this does have double Merkins, which I just love. Just get to the chaos of playing cards from your opponent's deck. Needless to say, I'm pretty excited that this is the deck that was randomly selected. I've been wanting to play this for y'all on YouTube, so hopefully this will be something that's enjoyable for you. Let's hop into today's game. All right, so I did decide that I want to play all these on the competitive playlist for better or for worse. See how Nebula does. We're playing Vice Rain X David. Got Dis Logo Shadows. Double Ronnie. Doesn't look like there's a hit and run, so at least there's that. Got a Brend, triple Igor. Got an Eddie. Yeah, so this looks like it's gonna be pretty spicy. See, they also have a Hysteria. EE on the fringes is a really good card. Playing against Shisu. All right. Do I like this? I mean, wouldn't mind getting a Merkins out. I do like that. Ronnie I would like a little bit later. We've only got the 1 Ronnie in this deck. And I also kind of like trying to fish for our library. So let's go ahead and Go ahead and do that. All right. It actually isn't too bad. Get down some disc creatures, play the Binding Irons, pitch the Lamindra, which is actually pretty worthless. I feel like the 2 Lamindras in this deck, as well as the Bad Penny, are just not very good. All right, so we see the Positron Bolt come down. Let's go with this. We'll play Binding Irons, Jeweler, Spider, and Old Yerk. It'll make us discard the Lamindra. All right, well, you know, the good news is we can get through all of our bad Shadows cards. All right, we got Igor, Quant, Daughter, Code Monkey. Oh, to just get the Igor. Interesting. Ooh, and they're already at 3 Ember. Oh, from the Igor. Nice. Let's go Shadows here. I know it's pretty slow. We'll put down the Guard Disguise, discard Bad Penny. I guess we play out Lamindra. Deploy left. Guess Old Yerk. I don't know. Alright, so they basically need to generate some Ember this turn, which seems like that'll be pretty likely. Be pretty sweet to Merkins their like Obsidian Forge or something. Could also Merkins something from their archives. What would they have archived? Well, I know there was the Igor, right? I know they archived the Igor. Oh, it was Quant and Igor, of course. Of course. They no longer have any archives. Works for me. All right, well, I think we go with Shadows here. Question is, yeah, I think we go with Shadows. Let's go with Shadows. We'll Nerve Blast the Daughter. Slow that roll a little bit. Reap there, play Merkins. Sanitation Engineer, all right, bummer. Wasn't really what I was hoping for, but that's okay. Wow, really? Both the Unlock the Gateways? Definitely wasn't what I was looking for, but I think maybe we go with probably Dis next turn. Seems like it could be pretty good. This area would actually be pretty decent for them with the Eddie Igor Code Monkey. They're going with Logos. Oh, Hawk off of Quant. Alright, we'll go with this. Reap. 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 Maybe I should have fought one of these. I could still unlock the gateway though. Do I want to? Sure, why not? Seems fun. Oh man, Poltergeist. Only they hadn't hawked last turn. Actually, they have just so much Ember. Look at that. That's crazy. Generating Ember like crazy, folks. Looks like they've selected the wrong house. So that surely means they're going with this. purge. Anything we care about? Oh, the Obsidian Forge comes down. Harbinger of Doom. Any exhumes? I still have the Hysteria though. Let's go Dis again. Maybe just poltergeist that. Unlock the gateway. Kill stuff again. Man, I was hoping to draw into some more Mars. We're on check. Oh, I forgot about shadows, man. Alright, we're not forging any keys this game. No keys. So they do let us forge. We go shadows here. We can archive a card. Do play the Anti-Gang. Sure, let's play the Anti-Gang. Archive Brainstem. Oh, geez. They're in here somewhere, right? That's why it's really nice to get the what's it called? The invasion portal down, because you can at least be guaranteed that you're gonna get something. Alright, what do we do? Do we go back to shadows? I think we like need to do something with this. Yeah, I'll go shadows. I think probably have to fight this Umbra, sadly. Fight the Umbra. Play this Ronnie. Play the Ronnie with the Dusk Runner. Well, Hugger Mugger is they have to have more keys than you, more forged keys than you. Purges. Purges to fight Ronnie. Alright, we'll go with this. Pick all your cards in your archives in your hand. No, thank you. We'll play the Pit Lord. We'll Hysteria. Then discard the Pit Lord. Even though that could get me on check. I wonder if I could Merkins their Merkins their KeyForgery. That'd be good. Back into Logos. Another Igor. And all sorts of Igors coming down. Alright, got rid of Dendrix and Breaker Hill. I'll just power to archive a card. Man, that Quant could be pretty bad for me. I do get on to check if I go with Mars. Question is that a Ronnie that they're sitting on? I think we gotta go to check here. We just gotta. So we'll grab our archives. Play out Agent Human. We can flock some spike too. It's not gonna do anything. Brainstem antenna. Red planet ray gun. We'll play out the Skyboo squadron. Reap. Wonder if I get to pick the order. Deal 2 damage to the Igor. Actually puts us to... Oh, I forget about the Reap. Oh man, Ronnie. No! No! I really did want to get that kill though. They do a Ronnie, that'll put him to 5. And we basically have to go call this and play Charette. Yeah, Ronald. Do the second Ronnie, maybe. Plays Brend. Okay. So, how does KeyForgery work again? The would forge a key. That player names a house. Reveal a random card from your hand. If that card is not of the named house, destroy KeyForgery. So they just did logos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe we go with this. Womp. Into the night. Too bad we don't have this Mind Warper down. Let's see, what else could we get? It feels pretty bad just playing a Charette. I think we got to do it though. That's all we got. At least we're on check again. Going back to Shadows, we'll probably see the second Ronnie come down. Just knowing to steal one. Into the night. Stop all non-Shadows creatures from fighting. Oh, brutal. We just Merkins. The other Ronnie is... I missed that. The other Ronnie is in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What could they have? Their Infernus was already played. Could be another Harbinger, maybe. If only this Brainstem or somewhere else. I think we just gotta go Shadows. Hope for something, and it is top card, yeah. So Shadows, play out Yancy Gang, and Merkins. Oh, EE. Alright, GG, Shisu. GG, you win this round. But we'll see about next time. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll be back on Tuesday, and we're again going to pick a random deck from the collection. Hopefully I have an interesting game for you. Until then, so long.